know you're somewhere.
Hi Aquarius, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. Today, Aquarius, you guys got number 67, Wolf Spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. There's something that you have to do, like a decision that you're about to make with the ring and the crossroads. And this decision is about love. It's about relationships. It's about, cup energy. So I see you trying to make this decision, but, of course, when it comes to air signs, you're trying to be logical about it. And I don't know if that's necessarily the best approach. That's a hard way to look at love if we're looking at it logically, or if we're looking at it like, okay, well, what makes most sense? I feel like when it comes to love, it's based off of feeling, Aquarius, and it's not something that you can argue aside based off points. It's just a feeling and you have to go with it. So I feel like this might prove to be a little bit difficult for you. And I feel like this crossroads, it's good that you're stopped. It's good that you're thinking, but at the same time, I'm wondering if you're just stopping yourself from where you should be, right? Like maybe your heart already knows where you need to be. Maybe your soul, your body is speaking to you, but I feel like someone might be fighting against that. Or maybe this is the energy of you not fighting against it anymore and taking a really good look at your life and thinking, okay, I'm not going to fight how I feel. I'm just going to go for what I want. So this could be a really good thing, this crossroads, or a really bad thing, depending on how you take it. Again, I feel like when it comes to love, we need to go more based off of feeling. Again, I'm not talking about, getting into a toxic relationship and, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about where do you feel like you need to be right now? And with the 13, they're communicating something to you. 13, that makes a 4, right? 1 plus 3 is 4, and you have another 4 here. So again, they're trying to communicate to you something. Your body's trying to communicate to you a message, and I just wonder if you're listening. So let's pull more cards, Aquarius. So Aquarius, I see here that, again, you know what you want to manifest, and you have been manifesting this. You want the 10 of Cups with the heaven on earth. You have an idea of what it is that you're looking for. So it's not about you being confused. It's not about, you're not stopped at this crossroads because you don't know what it looks like. I think you have an idea of what you want it to look like. So, and especially with turning knowledge into wisdom, I think that's coming from a bit of experience. I know what I want my 10 of Cups to look like. I know what I want my heaven and earth to look like. I'm very sure of what I want. See, I don't see any confusion there. I see a little bit of hesitation on your end. Now, I feel like the person you're approaching could be a past person, could be someone that you had a falling out with, or we could have 2 people here. I'm kind of getting that this is one person, this Empress and this Queen of Cup in reverse, but this could be 2 different people. Everyone's going to have their own story here. But I definitely think that I'm going to go with a feeling that it's one person. And I feel like this one person is the person that has been keeping you at this crossroads. This is the person that I think you've been thinking, is this where I want to go? Is this where I want to move towards? And I feel like with Destiny and the 7 of Coins in reverse, you're kind of at this point feeling like you have no control over this, which is why I feel like it's really good that you're taking a break, because you can see that you do have control. You can see that you are not just, this is not based off of a reaction of what's going on. This is based off of the reality of how you feel. So you are actually very much in control, even though you might feel like you're not in control. And again, maybe you don't feel I think this is what's going on. I think that because you have a lot of love for someone, because you have a lot of emotions and feelings for someone, that makes you feel out of control. That makes you feel oh my God, I don't have any control over my life. I feel like you'd rather have someone that you're not necessarily like head over heels for, in love with, but you're like, you respect them and they respect you. So I think that you might have fallen in love with someone, and I think this person honestly might have hurt you in some sort of way. And now I feel like you don't really want, again, you want this 10 of Cups, you want this heaven on earth, but you don't necessarily want the feeling involved with that, which is not being in control, right? Which is not being like in the right state of mind, right? Like being a little bit powerless, I would say. I feel like love makes us powerless, like to other people, in terms of like we don't have control over them. We don't have like the ability to see what's going on in our, you know, like we can't control another person, right? So they're technically out of our control. Whatever happens is out of our control. We can just do our best and hope for the best, right? And I think that that's what's scaring you here, Aquarius. The fact that like you know what you want, you know what you want, and in order to get it, it involves falling, right? Like falling in love involves, they say falling for a reason. I feel like it's because you can't be, you know, you can't really be in control. And I feel like Aquarius, you know all these things. So you're just deciding now at the crossroads what it is that you're gonna do. Because I see somebody here who like, I'm ending with the despair card. So I think that this person stresses you out to a certain extent. We have Libra here. I think this person stresses you out because, again, you really desire them. You really want this person. But in reality, it's like, are you willing to give up control? And are you willing to give up, like, you know, like, are you really willing to give this a shot? Like, that's what I'm getting with this reading. Like, are you really ready for love and what it entails? And I think that you are, Aquarius. I just think, again, you need a pause. Because in this pause, you're looking at all this and you're trying really hard to like make a decision based off like what you want. But I feel like you can't have it all. Like, you can't have control and like fall head over heels for someone. Do you know what I'm saying? You have to kind of just let go. And I feel like with the Counselor coming up in reverse, it's funny because I feel like you should be ready to communicate your feelings to someone. I feel like you're kind of ready to like let this go and just, you know, see what happens and not try to control anything and just see what happens, right? Like, you're just going to go for it and see what happens with this person and get into this relationship, and whatever happens, happens. And I see that for you. But the other thing that I'm seeing is that you're not necessarily listening to the Counselor. So the Counselor is telling you, like, go speak your truth, go towards this person. This is what you've been manifesting, this is what you want. But you're sitting in despair because, again, I think that, like, again, it's never going to be 100%, Aquarius. I think that's something that you have to understand, and I think that's why Will Spirit is coming up. It can't ever be 100%. Like, you might have fallen for someone who is very independent, you know, with the Empress. Someone who's very independent, someone who doesn't, you know, an Empress does what they want to do at the end of the day. They don't, like, listen to anybody. It's more of, like, you know, it's more of someone just like you, like someone who, you know, you have to give respect to and allow them to do what they want to do. And I feel like there are parts of you that admire this person. Like, you admire this person the most. Like, this is the person that you desire. But at the same time, I think it involves you having to, let things go in your mind. Like, again, this idea of control, this idea of like, well, you know, I want them to listen to me and like I want to tell them what to do. Like, you know, that's not going to be a reality with this person. So I feel like you're kind of like in between, again, being with this person and having it all, which is how you should look at it. But in having it all, again, you're going to be, I feel like you're going to feel like you're in fear all the time. Like, what if I lose this person? What if I can't be with this person? What if this person leaves me? What if this person, like, is a player? What if this person, you know, hurts me? And I get here that this person is not a player. With the Knight of Wands in reverse, they're not a player. Maybe in the past they hurt you because they're coming up here as the Queen of Cups in reverse. Or maybe someone in the past hurt you. This could be the same person or a different person. But I'm still getting that. Yeah, I'm still getting with the Knight of Swords and the Page of Wands, like, this is someone that you want to go towards. You know, this is someone that brings you a lot of passion. This person brings you a lot of like fun and happiness into your life. So I feel like this is someone that you want to go towards, but I feel like you kind of fight yourself on it every single day. It's like, should I go towards them or not? Maybe you feel like this person strung you along, or maybe you feel like this person was unfair to you in some sort of way. Or maybe this person is just coming up in reverse because they're not in your life anymore and you wish to make an apology to them, or you wish to like reach out to them in some sort of way. We have a lot of pages here, so you could be younger, Aquarius, than this person, which would make sense with the Empress coming out in all these pages and Knights. You might have fire in your chart because we have Aries, Leo, Sag here with the Nine of Wands. I feel like this is you. Like, you're coming up right both times, so I'm not questioning like if you're in a good space or not. I'm just thinking here that with the integrity card, this is what I'm talking about. Like, you want to remain in your integrity and you want to remain like unscathed by love. And that's impossible. That's what I'm getting here. Like, you see, the reason that you're having a hard time deciding if this is someone that you should go for or not is because it's like you want to get around something. That's what I'm getting. Like, you want to get around it. So it's like, I want my Ten of Cups, I want my heaven on earth, and I want this person, but there's like a but here at the end. So it's like, but I want them to do this, this, and that. Or they need to be this, this, and that for me to come in. Or, you know, we have to go slow. But see, going slow is not the issue. There's a bigger issue here, especially with the Seven of Swords and the Four of Cups. And then the Ace of Wands in reverse. See, I think that you are thinking of alternate ways to get to this Ten of Cups and heaven and earth. You're thinking of like alternate paths, like maybe I'll just fall for someone else, or maybe I'll meet someone just like this person, or maybe I'll meet someone who's like her but not necessarily an empress, so that way I don't have to deal with like this independent ass person who's not going to listen to what I say. I feel like there's a lot of control here, Aquarius. So yeah, Aquarius, I feel like the main thing here is like, I think you see everything that you want in this person, and that's the person you want to go towards, but for some reason it like pains you to go towards them, or it pains you to have to go do this. Like, you think that maybe you can meet somebody else like them, or you think that maybe you can like, I just get something about being like how can I have the same passion and desire but maybe for someone else? Like, I see you thinking at this crossroads, like maybe I'll meet someone just like them, maybe I'll meet someone better. Like, you're really contemplating like if you should go towards this person or not. You're seeing all the options, which I think is all good, but like, make sure your reasons for not going towards this person are valid, right? Like, are you not going towards them because, you know, you fear them, or they trigger you in some sort of way where you feel like fearful that they're gonna leave? Or is that just what love is? Like, love is, again, the uncertainty. Like, I don't think love is certain. Again, maybe marriage puts more of a certainty to it, but like in reality, in love, like there is no certainty. Like, you never know if someone's going to feel, how they're going to feel from a day-to-day basis. And I think that's what's really bothering you. It's like, I don't want to invest in someone who I don't even know is going to be there tomorrow. There's just a lot of fear coming from you, Aquarius. So I feel like you have to understand that everyone is fearful when it comes to love, but that doesn't necessarily mean that like something bad is going to happen, right? Yeah, I feel like you know, like when you go towards this person, you have to be mature. Like, you have to be the type of person, like, I think this is basically like, you know, when you get into it, it's just like kind of like if you want a serious relationship, if you want to end, you know, this to be the end of it, you know, you dating and you want to go towards someone and be serious, you know that there's going to take a certain amount of maturity on your end. You know that there's like no games that you can play, right? Like, this is it. So I think that's also something that's scaring you. It's like, not only the fact that like you're fearful of love in some sort of way, but you're also fearful of the fact that like, are you going to be able to measure up to like what this person wants? And I feel like you're younger for some reason, Aquarius, than this Empress. So yeah, Aquarius, I think that this is going to be a beautiful union if you were to allow it. But again, you have all the decisions. Like, you can do whatever you want. I just see you being a little bit younger, and knowing that this person wants commitment, knowing that this person wants a serious relationship, knowing that this person wants to maybe get married and like have kids one day, is that something that you're ready for? And I think that that's something that you're really deciding. So there's a lot of things on the table, right? Like there's like, do I even want to be in a high level of commitment? Am I ready for this type of commitment? Am I ready for this type of relationship? Am I ready for this person? Am I ready to be that type of person? Like, you know, like, are you ready to be like, I mean, I think it's just all involves you being yourself, right? Like we're all a little immature at sometimes, but I think you just being yourself is going to be like the best, like gonna have the best outcome, Aquarius. So let's pull some advice. I mean, let's see like what happens. I feel like you guys are gonna go, see, yeah, there's fear with the devil. You're ending with despair and the devil, which is fear. Yeah, you're like shooting this relationship. It's like somebody gets shot in the foot. You're shooting yourself in the foot before the race even starts. Do you know what I'm saying? So that you can't even compete. That's like a major cop out. Like I feel like you're gonna try to like, you might try to like not even approach this person, or you might try to, again, this is what I was getting here. Like you might try to find another way to get to this person, or some sort of way to like get into a long-term relationship that's not with this person, because you're so scared of just being in this relationship for some reason. And I'm getting, you're afraid of this relationship maybe because of how serious it is. You're afraid of like how much you care about this person. You're afraid of like how much this person means to you. So I feel like that's another thing that, you know, if I really cared about someone, I understand all the fear that comes with them, but I still would want them for me. Like I mean, call me possessive, but I just wouldn't want them with anybody else. So maybe that's another thing, you get like very dependent on this person, like codependent on this person, and you feel like, you know, there's a lot when it comes to love. I think you're very mature though, for like knowing the things that bother you and knowing like where you have issues and trying to take that into account before you enter this person's life. But I honestly feel like we can only prepare so much for it. At the end of the day, like either you're ready or you're not. And I feel like you are ready because you're coming up right twice. I just feel like fear is holding you back. Let's see what's the outcome if you were to approach this person. Yeah, you have the Ace of Cups and the High Priestess. I think that this would be, again, the type of relationship that would last like a lifetime, because we have the Heaven and Earth and the Ten of Cups and the Ace of Cups. So I get why this is like very scary for you, and I get why, you know, you're trying to ignore your higher self and you're trying to ignore parts of you just so that you can kind of like have more time alone, so you can think and you can contemplate if this is worth it. But I'm getting that it is. Yeah, and then we have the Empress again. Yeah, so I think that it's time to like approach this person, Aquarius. Again, everyone has fear when they're headed towards a person that they care about, or we're headed towards a serious relationship, or we're headed towards, you know, maybe even a marriage. But it doesn't necessarily mean that things are going to end badly. You know what I mean? Don't think of it from like a negative mindset. Think of it having the best outcome, and I think it will. Yeah, I think you're just taking into account who it is that you are, and wondering if it's going to be like, if this is even a compatible thing. And I'm getting that that's just you trying to like make an excuse at this point. I think you know that this is like like you're compatible to this person. I think you know that this person brings you a lot of happiness, and I feel like above all else there's a lot of love here with the Two of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. It's like, come on. Like, I don't know who you're trying to fool here, but you can't fool me. So yeah, Aquarius, I think it's time to go for it. It's time to go for this relationship and to not sit in fear. And I like how destiny is literally coming up here too. It's like, you can try to go around this as much as you want, but I feel like at the end of the day, like, this is a person that you think about. So let's pull some advice. Yeah, Aquarius, this is exactly like what I was saying. I feel like this is you with the Sword energy. Like, you want to approach this very logically, and you want to approach this very, you know, strongly. But when it comes to love, everybody knows that, you know, we fall. Again, it's like you're falling. It's not something that you know, you can't be upright with a sword in your hand. Like, it just doesn't work that way. I feel like you want to remain in control at all times of yourself, of your feelings, of your emotions, of everything. And you're like, I'm not going to let myself like fall the way I fell last time, or I'm not going to let, you know, whatever. There has to be this let go. Like, you have to let go of that. I'm a warrior of love. My devotion attracts resources and support. I just feel this is like that masculine energy versus that feminine energy. You see Margaret Perret, the mystic of divine love. Love is divine and I'm nothing except love. Like, I feel like you're trying really hard to like fight yourself against something that you know you want, something that you know makes you happy. You know, this is like 100% guarantee. You know this person makes you happy. You know that this person's like a full package. They're coming up as an Empress twice. So I feel like you're just kind of like, I think fighting against it because it just puts you in a lot of fear. But love doesn't have to be that way, Aquarius, and maybe some healing is needed. But I think you're done with healing as well. I think what it really is and what it really comes down to is trust. You know, like trusting that things are going to work out in your best interest, trusting that this person is going to be there for you the way you're going to be there for them, trusting that you're going to give 100% and they're going to give 100%, and just trusting that, you know, the two of you can work together. Like this divine feminine energy and this divine masculine energy can come together and make something very beautiful. You have trust in the invisible, which everyone is really getting this week. It's like trust. Yeah, it's like trust. And then you have intuition, which is a feminine quality. So I feel like maybe this is, again, you having to listen to your higher self and your intuition, which feels a little bit unsteady for you because, again, it goes against logic. You know, maybe this person is a lot older than you. Maybe this person has hurt you in the past, like whatever it is that's making you feel like, it's not safe, or I can't do this. And I feel like in reality, like you really want to do this. So I think my answer would be to go for it. Trust in the invisible, trust in like the love that you guys have for one another, and trust that love is strong enough to, you know, again, I'm not talking about any toxic shit, but I feel like love can really like, last a lifetime, and it can make, you know, a very beautiful life for the two of you. So I see there's no shortage of love. So I don't see a problem here, especially because this person is coming up as an Empress. If maybe in the past they were a little immature, maybe in the past they were a little bit of a player, they're kind of telling you with the Knight of Wands in reverse that this person is not like that anymore. Or that this person, if they were a Queen of Cups in reverse, they have now turned into some sort of like Empress. So again, I still see it being safe. So Aquarius, I love you guys. I hope that this helped, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.